Madame Chen stood at the foot of the stairs, looking at Lu Jinian in confusion, standing in a daze. Lu Jinian was walking past the bathroom door when he saw Qiao Anhao on the sofa. He froze, his gaze observing the entire bedroom. The television on the wall was currently showing an advertisement. The window wasn't closed and cold wind kept blowing in, sending the curtains flying. Qiao Anhao was fast asleep on the sofa with a white blanket covering her. The entire bedroom was the same as usual, there was nothing different. The atmosphere was quiet and peaceful. Lu Jinian's uneasiness finally settled. He took a long deep breath before walking to the sofa softly. Once he reached it, he bent down to remove the remote control from Qiao Anhao's hands, switching off the television. Turning back to face her, he stared for a while before reaching out to caress her long hair that fell across her face. His slender fingers touched her soft, silky skin. It was smooth, and he knew it was real, which calmed his anxious heart. His anxiety was due to her treating him so coldly for the past few days, or maybe it was because of Zhou Jiamu. He was confused, his heart was in a mess, causing him to feel that way. Just then, he realized that somehow his entire back was soaked in cold sweat, and his heart relishing in the comfort of her presence. He couldn't help breaking into a smile as he gazed at her, longing in his eyes. Perhaps she was the only one in this world that was able to send his mind and heart into a frenzy. Lu Jinian's fingers slowly rubbed against her cheeks. He lowered his head and kissed her forehead before carrying her towards the bed, tucking her in. After sweating so much, Lu Jinian felt sticky and uncomfortable. He casually tossed his jacket onto the sofa and loosened his tie. After taking few steps to the bathroom, he paused, frowning slightly. He looked towards the sofa that Qiao Anhao had been lying on. That's when he realized that there was a hint of red on the white blanket that she had used to cover herself. Lu Jinian frowned, retreating back to the sofa to grab the blanket. It was clearly a blood stain, and the blanket was slightly warm. The blood was fresh, and the blanket was on Qiao Anhao. Lu Jinian's calmed feelings started to run wild once again. He pulled his tie open, tossing it onto the floor before running to the bed to inspect Qiao Anhao. He turned her around and found a small trace of blood on the bedsheet. There was also a trace of blood on her panties. Lu Jinian's mother had died young, and as a man, he didn't interact much with women, hence he forgot that women had their period every month. The moment he saw blood, he started feeling anxious, reaching out to tap her face. Qiao Qiao? Qiao Qiao? Qiao Anhao's eyes remained shut, without any sign of movement. Qiao Qiao? Lu Jinian shouted once again, shaking her shoulders. When there was still no reaction, he rushed downstairs, shouting, "Madame Chen! Madame Chen!"